We're learning details this morning about the temporary ceasefire secured by the U.S. and Russia in Syria. Secretary of State John Kerry said overnight the pause in fighting will go into effect in a week. The deal will allow food and humanitarian aid to reach starving Syrians in areas under siege by the Assad regime forces. A U.S. official tells our Margaret Brennan the deliveries could begin as early as today. Holly Williams is near the fighting in Kilis, that is along Turkey's border with Syria. Holly, good morning.
Good morning. This is the first ceasefire agreed on by all of the countries involved in the Syrian civil war. But its success is still doubtful because the Russians say they'll continue their airstrikes against terrorist groups, which they've said before, while also targeting American-backed rebels. Meanwhile, ISIS and other extremist groups are not a part of this agreement.
Syrian civilians are once again paying with their blood as the regime claws back territory from rebel fighters, supported by Russian air power. Russian airstrikes, which only started in September, seem to have tipped the balance in Syria's 5-year-long civil war, giving the regime the upper hand. This week, regime forces launched an assault on the town of Tal Rifat, which had been a stronghold for the rebels, some of them armed by the US. We met Abdul Karim Balul, who runs a school in Tal Rifat, as he crossed the border into Turkey. The shelling and airstrikes are random, he told us. Homes are destroyed and children's bodies lie in shreds on the ground. Syrian regime forces, with help from their ally Iran, have also nearly encircled Aleppo, Syria's biggest city before this war began. If the ceasefire plan doesn't succeed, 300,000 civilians could be cut off there, as they were in the town of Madaya under a siege by the regime. More than 40 people there have starved to death.
Tens of thousands of Syrians have fled the new offensive and tried to cross this border into the safety of Turkey. But Turkey already has more than 2 million Syrian refugees and is reluctant to take any more. Charlie.
Holly Williams along the Turkish-Syria border. Thanks.